I'd like to welcome to Art in the Air Spotlight back again from the Chicago Street Theater, and they'll be celebrating their new show coming up in February 14th through the 1st, the Half-Life of Marie Currie. And the director, Allison Granat, is here, and she's going to tell us all about what's going on with that, maybe a few things coming on. Allison, welcome back to Art in the Air Spotlight to tell us about the show.
Hi, thank you guys for having me back. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about, I guess, why you picked the show, and then maybe some of the rehearsal process that's leading up to it. It's kind of a different type of subject.
So it's kind of interesting. I actually wasn't the original director slated for this production, but I stepped in after the previous director couldn't, and I was approached with the script, seeing if I was interested, and I read it through while I was in the middle of my last show I was directing. And I was really taken by Gunderson's writing. She's a very prolific writer, and she tends to write about pretty strong women or women that we kind of overlook a lot. And I love I love science too, so I am very much akin to this. And learning more about Marie Curie and Hertha Ayrton was very interesting to me. So it follows the friendship between Hertha and Marie Curie. Most people actually don't know who Hertha Ayrton is. She's the mother of like fluid dynamics and ripples, basically, for us. And she created the fans that we used in World War II, or War I and II, for chemical warfare. So Marie Curie obviously is the mother of radium and radioactivity. So it follows their relationship as Marie is dealing with the fallout of an affair with a married man. And yeah, so it's these women with their friendship kind of navigating this space and how they lean on one another. And then they're dealing with like topics of the time and suffrage and things like that as well. So it's very interesting that Hertha like whisks her way to escape this kind of cacophony of emotions, and you get to hear about their thoughts and feelings about men, science, just love in general, and it's very, very interesting and moving.
You know, that was a tough time for women to do things, not only just their normal independence, but to be taken seriously in science and, all other things. That's a very dynamic time, both in our history, but the history for women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the talent of this script is like it's dealing with some very heavy topics, but it's done with a lot of humor and wit and really emphasizing the friendship and the pioneering aspect of both of those women.
We've just started our rehearsals at this point, but I have two phenomenal actresses, Lisa Formosa Parmigiano and Barb Malagoni. Both veterans to the stage. They're both amazing actresses, and I'm very blessed to have them both. And not only do they just capture the depth and the weight of the words and just what they're dealing with, but we were just laughing the other night by how funny these women are. Not only like them as performers, but Hertha and Marie. And it was so hilarious to hear some of these asides and these like some of the barbs that they throw at one another. And it's really, really fun, which you didn't think would happen with such heavy issues sometimes, but because some people
that's true friendship though.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. Like I was thinking about my best friend when we were watching one of the scenes, like, oh, only your best friend can really dish it out to you, but also mean it with love as well. So we were very much laughing about that. There's definitely a lot about relationships in this that is very, very moving.
So off from this, what brought you to directing? I mean, did you come from a performing background, or how did you get to into the directing mode?
So I've done a little bit of directing on and off since college. I've expressed an interest in it at Chicago Street for a while. I helped AD Misery a couple years ago, and I did all the fight choreography and some of the scenes in that, and it was nice to kind of stretch my wings a little bit. And then I did Rules for a Living this past year, and that was just everything to me, and I loved it very much. And so it's kind of nice to step outside my comfort zone a little bit. I do normally like comedies or like action-y kind of things. So something with a little bit more interpersonal drama and history is a little bit more serious, I am very interested to delve more into that at this time.
Our audience can't see this, but there's a whole range of books behind you. What's that about?
Well, I actually live in a partial library. I'm a librarian in my day job. So I actually have a ton of books. I have a handful of my movies behind me that I love. You probably can see my Frasier set here. Share it with my family. But very like to read, and I like history, and I love science. So I'm kind of surrounded by it.
Is there anything down the road here you're either wanting to act in or direct?
I would love, well, I'm hoping there's been talk about possibly in the region, somebody doing Pride and Prejudice. I would love to do that. Maybe The Shark is Broken. I love Jaws and movies, so maybe that hopefully in the future. But we'll see. I'm open to anything. But yeah.
Well, in our final moments here, we want to give you a chance to tell us about dates for the show, how they can get tickets, and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Our run goes from February 13th to March 1st. My AD, Reese, and I will be there at the theater helping out. But you guys can get your tickets through our website at chicagostreet.org, or you can call into our box office.
That's great. That's Allison Granat. She's the director of Half-Life of Marie Currie, February 14th through March 1st, chicagostreet.org, or you can call them 219-464-1636. Allison, thank you so much for coming on Art on the Air Spotlight and sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Art on the Air Spotlight and the complete 1-hour program on Sunday is brought to you by Ember Forge Consulting, with end-to-end expertise in learning strategy, design, and implementation. Ember Forge turns your organization's knowledge into impact. To learn more, visit emberforgeconsulting.com.